to host our very special paddle raise is my twin brother, Mr. Michael Pareca.
Good evening, everybody. I think Michaela Pereira has one of the greatest names I've ever heard. My name is Michael Pareca. And folks, tonight we are here to enable futures of so many bright, charismatic young people. You saw them earlier in the evening. You'll meet a few more in a short while. And we are hopefully going to get everyone to raise their paddles and raise their hands and say, yes, I will help the young people today become the successful citizens of tomorrow. But before we show you a few more of the people benefiting from UNCF's present and future, let's hear from two people who are benefiting from UNCF's past and continue to foster those benefits today. It is my great honor to introduce from Florida Memorial University, Dr. Rosalind Clark Artis, and from Miles College, Dr. George T. French. Please give them a round of applause.
School days, dear old golden rule days, reading and writing and arithmetic.
Thank you. Tonight, you have met two of our UNCF member institution alumni, Rashad Brown and Tatiana Walker. Two alumni who took what they learned at Dillard University and Bennett College, brought it to New York, and passed it on to their students, the next generation of teachers, scientists, doctors, nurses, businessmen, and businesswomen. I think it was Rashad Brown who ended by saying, I am your dividend. He is our dividend, because a few years earlier, perhaps at this same event, someone invested in him. Tonight, as we start the paddle raise, I am asking you to keep the line moving, repeat the virtuous cycle. Whether you bought a ticket, a table, a sponsorship, or represent someone who did, dig a little deeper as the paddle raise proceeds, so that when we or our successors are sitting here, we can hear a teacher or a lawyer say, I am your dividend.
Madam President, Dr. Artis was talking about our dividends. Do you know who caught my eye? It was the youngsters, the young brothers and sisters, with their education still in front of them and their dreams of becoming doctors and dentists, of founding startups and starting scholarship funds like Fund 2 Foundation, which was announced this evening. There's a long road ahead for these young people, but their journeys, all of their journeys that we've heard about tonight, start with a first step. And that first step begins in just a few minutes when Michael Pareca opens the floor to you for contributions. When he does that, we want you to think of these young people and their dreams of a college education, and to raise your paddles high for them, because they can be, and they are depending on you this evening to be our dividends. Michael.
School days, dear old golden.
Please give a round of applause to our distinguished presidents. Now, let's take a look at UNCF's bright future. To do that, we're going to introduce a KIPP and Spelman alum, Tanea Washington, and two wonderful young students from KIPP, Heidi Pacheco and Marcus Hemmings. Give them a round of applause, please.
Good evening. I'm Tanea Washington. I am a Spelman College alumna, class of 2008, who graduated from KIPP schools, and after I graduated, went into teaching at KIPP Ways Academy in Atlanta. When I was looking at colleges, I was ready to go to a large school. But once I did a campus tour of Spelman, I felt right at home because the campus culture reminded me of the family environment I had at KIPP and how that culture nourished and developed me as a young Black woman. That's what I want for these young people here tonight. And they have the potential to do it with your help. Can I see a show of hands? How many of us went through a UNCF HBCU? So we're almost all somebody's dividend. That's all these young people want, and it's what they deserve. And you can give it to them. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. A lot of folks invested so your mind wouldn't be wasted. Do the same for these young people. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Heidi Pacheco, and I'm a fourth grader student at KIPP Infinity in West Harlem, and I'll graduate college in 2028. I want to grow up to be a lawyer because studying to be a lawyer will help me reach my goal of becoming more serious and give me an opportunity to persuade and help people. I've heard UNCF's motto, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. And I know that before I can reach my goal I can reach for my goals and help others, I'll need people like you to invest in me in the paddle race that'll start in a few minutes. I think it'll be a good investment in better futures for thousands of students like me, because I want to be your dividend.
Hi, I'm Marcus Hemmings, and like Heidi, I'm a fourth grader at KIPP Infinity Elementary. I'll graduate college in 2028. In college, I like to study science and math. After college, I like to play in the NFL and become a math teacher and a football coach. When I see my teachers helping me and other students, it inspires me to want to grow up and help others. But before I can do that, I need you to help me in a paddle race, because that's how UNCF sends kids to college. So when Mr. Pareca calls an amount, you can think of me and raise your paddle. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tanea, Heidi, and Marcus. Please give them another round of applause. They're so wonderful. By the way, I'm already contributing to Dexter's Robotics Scholarship in 2028, absolutely for sure. Just a very quick word about who I am. I am the executive director of a theater company right in Times Square, but I am also an educator. I teach at Brooklyn College, and yes, Brooklyn's in the house, yes. Listen, my parents were born and raised in Bed-Stuy and Crown Heights. Yes! Education was not valued in their families, and it gives me great pride to be able to be a teacher and have my students, some of them from the Star Early College program at Erasmus Hall, coming to Brooklyn College as juniors and seniors in high school, finish my parents' story. So I know exactly what this is all about, and I am so, so proud to be a teacher. So now it's time to give back. You've seen the dividends your investments make. Now it's time to make some additional dividends for the next generation. We're going to ask you to donate for students in need. There are UNCF volunteers all over the room. You see them with their glow-in-the-dark necklaces there, who can swipe. They have these devices on their phones that can swipe your credit card. It's safe, it's efficient, and it's fast. If you're not comfortable with that, they'll be more than happy to hand you an envelope. They have envelopes to give you. In those envelopes, you could put cash, a check, jewelry. They'll work it out. They'll be very happy to take care of you. These are the cards that are on your tables, okay? They have numbers on them, and I'm gonna grab a microphone and step out this way, and I can call out the table numbers. There may not be enough cards on your table. Just borrow one from somebody else or yell out your table number. On the back will be the information to give your gift, okay? So tonight, we're gonna try really hard to raise about $100,000. And we believe that that could be an achievable goal. So this is how we're gonna do our math. We figured that about $10,000 underwrites a full year educational scholarship for one student. $5,000 will pay for about one semester. So we're gonna start big, really big. We're gonna start at $25,000. $25,000 underwrites 5 student semesters, okay? So I've got my microphone. I'm gonna walk over here and I'm gonna say, put your hands up in the air. And we're gonna try to find people in the room who are willing to give a generous donation of $25,000. Would you raise your hand if you have $25,000? Raise your paddle up somewhere. Do we have $25,000 somewhere in the room? 25,000. Yes, table number 3, $25,000. Give them a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody else? $25,000. $25,000. Number 3 there. Anybody else? $25,000. Let's pretend that the middle row here is like 5th Avenue, and let's say that this is the east side and this is the west side. So we got someone from the east side. You want to be on the west side? All right, it's your $25,000. We're the west side and you're the east side. That's fine. Anybody else? $25,000. Okay, we're gonna move on to $10,000. $10,000 underwrites a full year's education for one student. I'm sure there are a lot of generous donors in the room. Here's 5th Avenue right here. Please raise your card if you're willing to give $10,000. Mr. Joel Klein, $10,000. Thank you very, very much. There's $10,000 there. That's 35 altogether. Right down 5th Avenue. Another $10,000. Thank you. Table 14. Very good. $10,000. May I see $10,000 again? Another $10,000. We'll swipe your card. We'll fill it out. We have 2 $10,000, 1 $25,000. Okay, we're gonna move to $5,000, right? $5,000 underwrites one semester. One semester. We hope to find several $5,000 donors. I see a card back there. There's one $5,000 donor. There. Table 29 and table 30, 29 and 30, and I saw someone else standing up. Table number 3, thank you very much, at $5,000. Table number 6, 2, at table number 6, we love table number 6. I know there's a lot of my Brooklyn people in the house. Where are you, Brooklyn? $5,000. We have another one. Table number 3, thank you very much. Raising your hand there. Anybody else at the $5,000 level? We are now looking at the $2,500 level. $2,500 underwrites computers, printers, smartphones, all the electronic devices that make this kind of education possible. Please raise your cards for $2,500. Table number 9, thank you very much, $2,500. That's over on the west side. I'm heading east. I'm heading on over east. Is anybody over on the east side here? $2,500. $2,500? In the back of the room, $2,500. Let's move on to $1,000. We hope there are lots of generous people. $1,000 underwrites an iPad, a tablet, and other learning software. Table number 18, right up in the middle. Thank you very much for $1,000. Another $1,000 giver? Anybody? Table 33, table 34, again table 18, table 14, thank you so much. I see you in the back, I can see you. Table 29, thank you very much. Table 51, 14 again, 36, table 36, table 6. You know what, table 6 is my favorite table. 6 just became my favorite number. We love you, table 6. And table 44, 14 again, thank you again, table 14. I see a card back there, but I can't see the number. Number 9, we love number 9. This is fantastic. Thank you so much for your generosity. Let's move on. At the $500 level, this underwrites a year of textbooks and student supplies. These books are essential for higher level learning. At $500, may I see table 17, thank you very much, $500. Table 41, thank you very much, $500. We are going to tally this up. Table 30, $500. 29, $500. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 8, table 8, thank you very much. And what? 85, I didn't even know that there was an 85. Thank you so much, 85. You must be in Queens. Table 17, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Raise those high. Yes, I see another one all the way in the back. Table 74, thank you so much. And now we are going to move to the $100 level. There's got to be lots of people in the room who are able to give at the $100 level. Thank you very much, table 20. Table 9, this underwrites textbooks and all sorts of student supplies. 20, 20, 20, 32, 11, 28, 63, 29. I feel like I'm doing football. This is fantastic. 24, 17, 9, 9, 9. 9 has become table 6. Thank you very much, table 6. This is awesome. Table 17, 23, 33, and all the way in the back. Is that 85? 73, 74, 42, 69, 7. This is fantastic. 42, 42, 42, 42. Yes, it's not only a great number in baseball, it's a great number in general. 32, thank you very much. And 74, 75, 76, and 81. This is fantastic. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for 100% participation. Thank you, table number 2. We're looking for 100% participation. I'll come back in a little while at the end of the show to tell you what the total was. There is no dollar amount that's too small, in all honesty. You've been a lot of fun, but we're gonna ask you to just take out the cards, grab a pen, and raise your hands in the air. Thank you very much. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I have an announcement. I was just handed an announcement before I go. Before we bring Michelle back, Michaela back, I'm sorry. Please give it up for Miss UNCF Taylor Renee Cooper, a junior at Wiley College. She raised $35,000. Give her some love. Where are you? Thank you so much. You've been a great audience. Oh, all the way in the back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. I'll see you back a little bit later on to tally it up. Have a great evening.